Latino people, I need you front and center. I'm seeing a lot of you on my FYP and Beyonce's internet crying and boo-hoo talking about you wish you could take your vote back. You thought being racist to other Latino people and black people was gonna make you appear to be white. You are craving the attention of white people so bad, you are forgetting about your own people. It doesn't matter how light you are, you ain't white. I want you to take a moment and read the book, Defector, The Rise of the Latino Far Right and What It Means for America. All of this is happening because of your uneducated and misinformed vote.
As a Latino, I've never been more embarrassed and more disappointed in the Latin community for even voting or thinking of voting for Trump. Voting against your own self-interest is counterproductive. It's insane to me. Like, y'all don't make no sense. What's not clicking? And let's be very serious. Latinos voted for Trump because they want to be as close to whiteness as possible. It's because they're anti-black. It's because of the internalized racism. It's because of the pure out, not even internalized, it's for the outward racism. That's really mainly what it was. And let's not forget the misogyny of it all. Let's not forget that, because one thing a Latina woman is gonna do is gonna put her man, her son, her and any male figure in the Latin community up on a pedestal with ease. And that's exactly what the Latino men thrive on. The women always putting them up on a pedestal. And that's really the sad part about it, because there is no reason why they should have been voting for Trump at all. I'm disappointed today, and I'm just so disappointed.
Okay, y'all. So I just watched two different videos of Hispanic women crying. And baby, we're gonna unpack this because I judge. If you are new here, it's your girl Maya Lamisha, favorite cousin on your mama's side, the opinionated stay-at-home mama. Okay, and like I said, I watched two different videos of Hispanic women crying. Okay, the first woman, she was crying saying that she regret voting for Trump. She believed everything he said that he was gonna do, and blah 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 blah. I don't know if she watched the same things that I watched, but he already said it was gonna be a mass deportation. I don't understand why they acting all confuzzled like that's not what that man said before he got elected. I heard him say it. I know y'all heard him say it. That's why we said we was gonna mind our 92%, because we heard him say what he was gonna do once he got in office, and now he doing what he said he was gonna do, and now everybody acting confuzzled. I'm confused by your confusion, ma'am. Now the other lady, she is asking for the support of the African American people, because she said back in the day when slavery was happening that some of us ran to Mexico and they gave us shelter, and you never know the way everything going on in the future, we may need Mexico again, is what she said. So she don't understand how we not jumping in to help save them. And for my recollection, Black people been considered the bottom of the totem pole for the longest. Even Hispanic people didn't like us that well. It was a whole debacle between being Hispanic and Afro-Latina, because they felt like Afro-Latinas was the bottom of the totem pole. But now you want help from us after we told y'all not to vote for him? We've been asking for decades for people to stand with us and march with us for our rights and Black Lives Matter, and y'all just kept saying all lives matter. But now that it's convenient for y'all want us to say Hispanic lives matters when y'all wouldn't even agree with us that Black lives matter. Again, I'm confused on the confusion about what y'all wanted us to do, because we told y'all we was down the ride and everything, but then when y'all voted for him, when we seen the percentage of how many Hispanic people actually voted for him, we told y'all don't ask us for no help later on. We said this to y'all, but yet now and still y'all want some help from us. We told y'all we was minding our business. I'm confuzzled with you, okay? Now, I'm not saying what he doing is right. I'm not saying that we agree with what he doing. What we saying is we told y'all. So if y'all want any help from us and advice from us, we just gonna tell y'all carry around y'all paperwork, because there's nothing we can do to help y'all, because we told y'all, he told y'all, they told y'all, they all said they was gonna do, and now everybody confused. I'm confused at the confusion. Okay, just carry your paperwork.
Now people are saying that Latinos didn't know that Black Americans are not immigrants. Child, I just don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. It makes sense though, because the narrative that I've always heard about, why don't Black Americans have the same drive or take initiative, or the narrative that we're lazy, even though we worked here for free. Like, didn't you know that? Didn't you know that our ancestors worked for free for hundreds of years? Like, I thought that was common knowledge, but I guess it's not. Like, this is really bad. If this is the case, why do you even need to take away critical race theory?
Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you're doing great from wherever you're watching me from. I'm your host and present Agent Stories. Sometimes, it's good when we sit back and reflect on some things that we did, like some mistakes that we did. And I think a perfect example of some people who messed up, who played a great role in messing up the United States, that people are right now sitting down and trying to reflect on how all these things came and how the United States went into shambles, like developed from last year to this year. The United States has been crumbling for the longest time, but since last year, time like this, when people are going to the elections, this really changed. This really accelerated this problem because Mr. Donald Trump accelerated the problem or the downfall of the United States. But the citizens of the United States, the voters of the United States, are not forgetting one group of people. They are not forgetting Latinos. Latinos played a significant role in choosing Mr. Donald Trump. But at the same time, they are the group that has suffered the most in the hands of Mr. Donald Trump. So you understand the type of betrayal that they met, the type of problem that they brought to other people. And so the world is sitting down, the world is reminding them not to repeat the same mistake again. Because we know very soon, before you blink your eyes, another voting year has come. And again, the biggest question, will you repeat the same question? Because in the video, you are going to watch the reason as to why they did what they did. One of the reasons as to why they did what they did is anti-blackness. Yes, this is an ingrained thing that has been going on for the longest time. And we have those pick-me Latinos, like they want to be white so much to the extent that they vote against their own interests. They vote against a group of people that they resonate with. Blacks and Latinos have gone through, ups and downs in history. And we have seen this. And this was a upfront betrayal that Black people saw, and even the world saw. So brothers and sisters, I want us to watch this video. I'll be back and then I'll be sharing my thoughts in regards to this. I'm your number one host and presenter, Agent Stories. And please stay tuned. I'll be back with my thoughts and commentaries in regards to this.
People don't know it now. Might as well leave it in place. They don't know it right now. They don't even know the history of Black people in America. I just don't even know what to say at this point. It's way worse than I thought it was. But I do feel like Paul Mooney, that people are getting their Negro wake-up call, but in Spanish. They Latin wake-up call, they Hispanic wake-up call, because they learn it now.
To everyone who voted for Mr. Orange or didn't vote for Kamala, did y'all get what y'all wanted? I want to make sure, did you guys get what y'all wanted? Latinos for Trump or Caribbean folks for Trump, did y'all get what y'all wanted? Because depending on if you were born here or not, Trump is on your behind. He don't give a damn if you voted for him or not.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Bro, this that performative propaganda I be talking about, bro.
People are getting attacked. The children.
What children, bro?
They don't understand.
Selena Gomez, enough with the propaganda.
Oh, and by the way, he said he wants to get rid of FEMA. The disaster relief. Yeah, he's turning this bitch into the Hunger Games, baby. Get ready. Everybody's confused as to why there's so many people at the Mexico border who isn't Mexican. I told y'all from day one, once he starts deporting people, the first place y'all going is to the Mexico border.
What part of that did y'all not understand? In Donald Trump's mind, anybody who doesn't have papers, even if they do have papers, but they have birthright citizenship, okay, if you speak Spanish, they're gonna pick you up, snatch you in that van, and they're taking you to that fucking border. I don't know why y'all didn't believe me. And I don't know why y'all think, oh, I got my ID. Oh, I have citizenship. Baby, they've been putting people in ICE trucks who have citizenship. They were legally born here. They're from here. Even people that look like me. You're getting picked up and taken to the Mexican border. And then on top of that, they're not even apologizing. And let this presidency be a lesson that when a bitch tell you who the they are, believe them. When they tell you in your face they don't f with you, believe them.
Well, happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you guys rested well. I just dropped by to share a little story called Backlash. Over the weekend, I was checking out some of my favorite YouTubers and some of their podcasts, and they were doing a little series on the Latino community and how they voted for Trump. So, you know how you've been seeing these clips going around where they're interviewing different people, they're interviewing different Latinos, women and men. It was one of those. And this Latino woman got on there and she said she wanted to tell us why the Latino community voted so heavily for Trump, especially the men. And she began to explain how where they come from, it's a male dominant environment. The men are the leads. The men are, in positions of authority. And when they migrated here, they came with their same mindset that women are inferior and have no business in positions of leadership. And also the women have an attitude, the Latino women also have a little grudge against the black women because of our outspokenness and our ability to stand up and be independent on our own and think for ourselves. And they are not really crazy about that either. So she explained that the men in the Latino community, once they got here, they had huge problems answering to women in the workplace, especially black women, that they resented that so badly, as does the Latino female community. They resent having to answer to black women. So voting for Trump, their thought process for voting for Trump was to put black women in their place. To put black women in their place and humble us, they decided to vote for Trump. Well, here's the backlash part of it. How do you feel now? Do you feel we're in our place now? Or are you too busy running and hiding? Backlash. Your evil doing that was meant for evil toward the black women, it was done towards you. Who's humble now? Oh, we expect to come down the pipe what's coming for us, but who's humble now? And the woman also said that we needed to be careful, more careful about who we allow into this country and their mindset. Because we're letting people in this country that has the same mindset as these countries where women have no power, they have no voice, and they should be just subservient servants. Women should be seen and not heard type of environment. And we're letting these people come in, and the first time they're asked who they're going to vote for, the first person to come out their mouth is Trump. So we're allowing them to come over here with their backwards thinking, with their backwards culture, and it's impacting our lives. So they're coming over here for a better life, but they want to ruin ours. Stay where you are with that thinking. Stay where you are. If you have a problem with women, especially black women, having to report to them or having to listen to them, stay where you are. There are none over there. Why are you here? Why didn't you stay where you were if that's the type of environment you wanted to be involved in? Stay there. Don't come over here. But you want to come over here for the benefits that you get. At the same time, you want to come over here and push black people back. Again, why are we letting them in here? If this is the mindset they bringing in here, why? And this was from one of their own. And if anybody has ever been around them that can speak to this, please chime in. Please chime in. But I'm not gonna lie, I can see that being their reason. Because they do have a male chauvinist environment that they live in. And they live by. And the women, they pick me women, they're gonna do whatever they do to support and make their men happy. So they just follow along to get along. And these are the people we're allowing into this country to bring in their mindset and their way of thinking. And who does it hurt? Well, this time it hurt them. So while you're trying to humble and put black women in their place, without black women, a lot of the things you get to enjoy, you wouldn't have. But keep trying to put us in our place. Keep trying to humble us. You have a problem with an outspoken race of people who, without their outspokenness, without their courage, without their determination, where would you be? Where would you be? So yeah, maybe we should be looking at more ways of vetting these people before we allow them to come into this country and then contribute to the demise of this country. Stay where you are and ruin your own damn country. How about that? How about that? You want to humble black women. Okay. Okay. I hope that you savored that victory while they're rounding y'all up. Look back on that. You know, dream about your glory days when you felt like you put black women in their place. Because what you really did was put yourself out of here. You hate the people that are trying to help you. Talk about against your own, voting for your own demise. You hate the people that have helped you more than anybody else. We were the ones that started this journey of equal rights and government assistance and things for people that were not as prosperous as other people in this country. The government aid, you know, equal rights opportunity. That came through us. That came through our blood. That came through our people being hosed with being set the water hose on. That came from our people being burnt out. That came from us. And because you know nothing about this country and nothing of the true history of this country, you come over here with your mentality where you are from, that women need to answer to you. That women are lower than you. Take your butt back over there. We don't need that over here. We don't need it over here. We have enough things to deal with than stupid male chauvinists. But you know what? It's got you where you are now. So maybe you did the job for us. Maybe you got rid of yourselves for us. But when I keep hearing stories like these and testimonies and people sharing their stories and sharing their voices, I have more and more of a hard time showing any empathy. Why should I when my demise was your agenda? And you come over here with that. Put black women in their place. And it cost you everything. Your hatred for black women cost you everything. And we still here. We still here. We've withdrawn. We stepped back, but we still here. Where are you?
You be sure to have that thought on your way back, okay? Safe travels.
The tension between the Black and Latino community needs to stop. And we need to be the generation to stop it. Anti-blackness exists in our community. We know this. Anti-blackness also exists within the Black community itself. All communities of color struggle with this. And the reason why is what we all have in common. We were all colonized and trained to have a mindset of you versus me for survival. But that ends with us. We need to lead with unity and not division. We have to be the change we want to see. We have to stop pointing the finger in both communities and make the decision that we are going to choose to be united versus divided. I'm not going to pretend like I have all the answers, but here are examples of how you can show up differently and be the change you want to see. Number 1, share stories of solidarity. Share stories of love. Share stories of when you have experienced the Black or Latino community showing up in your spaces. We need to shift the narrative. Number 2, if your reality is division between the Black and Latino community and your goal is unity, then it is up to you to seek out examples of when the Latino and Black communities show up for one another, where they show love, where there is actual solidarity, because guess what? It exists. And if you need a place to start with me. I am happy to be a part of your network of Latinos who have nothing but love for our Black sisters and brothers. Number 3, ask your neighbors how you can be helpful. You need to lead with your heart in this moment. That is the only way that we are going to experience an actual shift. We have to show up as human beings. We have to show up vulnerable. We have to show up as the change that we want to see. Lastly, ask others to join you. Let's actually start in the comments. Share your stories of solidarity and love. If members of the Latino and Black community have a hard time seeing it, let's show them how it's actually done. I stand with my Black brothers and sisters, and I also stand with my Latino familia. But the change, it starts with us.
Latinos have to be more delusional than J-Lo thinking she's really Selena to believe that Black people can be deported in their own country and that Black people are immigrants.
Are you people insane? What are you talking about?
Through my short tenure on this app, having conversations with people throughout the diaspora and people from around the world, it has come to my attention that many do believe that Black people are actually immigrants in the country that we hail from. This is why we get hit with, where are you from? And when somebody says Georgia or New York or Detroit, they're like, no, where are your parents from? And I'm like, New York. They don't get it. And it's like, you arrived here as an immigrant and you think America is a white country. America's never been a white country. America has always been a multi-ethnic country in which white people have been the majority of, never been a white country. So you don't look at a Black person or a Native person and be like, oh, you're really American. That's just the reality of this country. We'll always say the only real Americans in this current iteration of America we have are white people, Black people, and Native Americans, because those 3 people have been here since before the inception of America and during the creation of America. Everyone else came after. All the other European immigrants came through Ellis Island. The Italians, the Polish, the Jewish people, the Greeks, all of those people are later additions. We've been here since before all of them. So how can a Black person be deported? I would implore you to actually know the history of the country you're living in or trying to occupy. And before you speak to someone who is actually a descendant of the people who have been here since the 1700s, do better. Do better. This is a sad attempt at you trying to force my hand to support Latinos because of what's happening right now. I do support everyone, but to say a comment like this is dumb because Black people cannot be deported because we're from here. Now, can other Black immigrants be deported? 1000%. I have family that can be deported because I have family from all around the world, but I'm American. But that's a different conversation in terms of identity politics and how Afro-Latinos or Caribbean or Africans identify in this current phase of America. Latinos are the ones that are being targeted right now. Asians are the ones being targeted right now. And Latino people have a history of anti-Blackness and a history of colorism within their community. You guys are racist towards your own dark-skinned people, your own Black people. So you have to stop looking to Black people for like unwavering support, and then in the same sentence be like, well, you're next. or you're ghetto, or you're this. And it's like the underlying tones of racism and threats that you guys put in your messaging aren't helping your cause. They aren't helping your cause.
Now that I have addressed the racism within my own community, let's talk about the anti-blackness that exists within the Latin American communities. So I wanted to take my time before I made this video. I knew it was coming, but I had to go out in, the field and ask my people what's going on. So this is what I concluded. When I went to go talk to them, they said that, we don't like African Americans because they feel that we owe them something. I want to make two things clear. First, I want to start off by saying that when we say things like this, we are following the same agenda that we are fighting against. We are fighting against white supremacy and racism. Those ideas that, that we have, the way we think, the way we are taught to fear African Americans, that is the same thing that we are fighting against. It's no different. When we choose to speak like this and participate in these stereotypes, we are no better than the people we are fighting against. And that is a point I want to make very clear to the people within my community, that you guys sound ignorant. We need to figure it out. Where do you truly stand with this? Because, people are right. You can't ask African Americans for help when this is in the real world. That is how they are treated. My second point. Reparations are owed to the African American community. Without them, we would not be able to vote. We would not be able to go to the same schools. We would not be able to sit wherever we want. Let's not forget. They have been fighting for a very long time, since they came here. And us not acknowledging, I know I don't feel that as a country we have paid the respect that they owe. They really do. We owe them everything. It's because of greats. They're great people. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., the Black Panthers, they paved the way for us. They are the blueprint. And for us to go and participate in the same mentality that we are fighting against, it's just horrible. And it's wrong. If we don't fix this type of mentality and check our people, we are no better than the people we are up against. I want you to know that ignorance is our greatest enemy. So please do not allow yourself to be blinded by hate. I love and respect everybody, and I just want to say that if there's more people in the Latin community who are with me, I need y'all to say something. I need y'all to join the fight with me, because I can't be the only one.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you're doing great from wherever you're watching me from. This is the most important thing that I really wanted to address. I really wanted to talk about. I hope this time around, the Latinos, they make an informed decision. The decision that will serve the interest of their family. The decision that they think before making a decision that there are so many in the United States. Look, I don't hate Latinos. And I'm going to be saying it upfront. Probably somebody might think that, oh, Eugene, you're saying this because you don't like us Latinos. No. I haven't said that I don't like Latinos. This is the thing. I've watched a lot of Hispanic movies. I've interacted with a lot of Hispanic songs. And I like the entertainment industry of Latinos, right? I've really interacted with their materials. I like their music, right? So this is the thing. I think they just need to make an informed decision, because I understand the anti-blackness that has been in the Latino community. And there's a problem even with Black Hispanics that are going through, and they're always coming out and complaining about this. And so when they went to the United States, they saw the only person that they resonate with was a white person. Because when they look at their skin, they saw, proximity to whiteness. I'm so close. I'm so close to a white person than to a black person. But think about this. Who are you close to historically? And you know how the black history has really affected a lot of the things in your community. Music, food, culture, and all this culture because of the black community. And so you resonate so much with the black community rather than the white community. But I understand. This is something that you are taught. Because I ever saw a clip where this parent was trying to tell this Latin lady not to marry a black person, because black people will bring dark energy in the family. They'll bring black kids, something that they don't want. Something that they're not ready to have in the family. A person who married a black person, who got married to a black person, was seen as an outcast in the family. So these are things that have been happening. These are things that black people have been facing. And so what just happened during the election was an inward representation of how not all Latinos, but some of you all Latinos feel about black people. Because at the back of your mind or at the back of your head, you really thought that you resonate so much with a white person as compared to a black person. And so while all these things were happening, you are sitting supporting Mr. Donald Trump. But what did Mr. Donald Trump give you at the end of it all? You sang it very well. I will vote for Donald Trump. It's okay. You voted for Mr. Donald Trump. But I hope that everything that you've gone through, the ice raids that went into your family who was in the United States, you have learned from them. You have seen the devastating consequences of voting against your own interest. So don't cry, baby. Don't cry. Just embrace it. But the most important thing is learn. And I send peace and love to all Latinos who made the right decision, but they fell victim of what other group of Latinos did. I send peace and love to your family and to your people. And I pray that you keep winning wherever you are. Because all we can do is to wish people well. But at the same time, those people who made the wrong decisions, those people who did what they did because it was a black person who was rallying under, the opponent of Mr. Donald Trump, I hope you learn. I hope you learn and see yourself past the hate, and see yourself past anti-blackness, and see yourself past wanted to be chosen by the white community. Well, in fact, you know that they never cared about you. They never. All they wanted is your vote. But once they got the vote that they wanted, they're going to leave you. And what did they do? They did exactly what I've said. They left you. They never fought for you. They never fended for you. They were with their families while your family was being raided in the United States, while you are being taken back to Mexico or to Puerto Rico, whatever city you are in. So all these things that you're seeing are happening should sound an alarm to you. It should make sense to you. It should make sense to you so that the next time, before making an informed decision, you think about your family. You think about the group of people that is going to be messing. Because you played a part in messing the United States. Today, a lot of benefits that citizens of the United States used to get, they're not getting. Because why? Because you played a part in becoming the problem of the United States. They recruited you. White folks recruited you. They recruited you. Right now, they are also learning from their mistakes. But understand, they recruited you because you thought that you supporting them will make you be white. Well, I have a news for you. You can never be white because to them, you're just but another puppet that is going to be used to achieve all the goals that they want. But once they achieve the goal they want, you are something which is forgotten. You are something which is useless. You are nothing to them. You have never been something to them. I think that makes sense to you. Those words that I used were so much harsh. But hey, it is for the love. So that the next time you make the right decision. You make an informed decision. You make a decision that is going to affect the people around you positively, that is going to affect your job positively, right? So brothers and sisters, please let me know what you think about this video. I'm your host and president of Generic Stories, but until then, peace, love, and harmony. Salute.